your name, it knows what you're meant to do. If it's dark inside of your chest, it means the light won through. Get up, it's still you. How many broken promises turned into lessons on the road? How many tired feet spoke louder than your own voice? You bled for dreams, no stage to see. But some scars are made to shine when courage decides to breathe. Time won't heal all its own, but it teaches how to fight. And the ones who walk while tired still can reach the love. Get up, not because it's easy, but because it's still you. The ground knows your name, it knows what you're meant to do. If it's dark inside your chest, it means the light wants through. Get up, it's still you. If the world closed every door, build fire with your hands. Those who lost almost everything, or nothing to the ground. Take a breath, tomorrow isn't gone. It's just waiting for the moment you believe in yourself again. Even with the fear, with doubts in your veins, hard days may pass, but they don't erase your name. If your heart is still beating, there's something left to prove. Get up, it's still you. It's still you. It's still you. Wait didn't leave today, but today it didn't win. I learned to measure the day by what still stayed within. Light came through a narrow crack when I stopped trying to push. It wasn't a way out completely, just a place to stand and look. I didn't wake up stronger, I woke up more aware. I learned that moving forward doesn't have to rush anywhere. The world's still charges its price. And fear didn't disappear, but now it walks beside me instead of carrying me here. If everything still feels distant, if the step still feels small, maybe this isn't delay. Maybe it's honoring the fall. There is still morning, even after the longest night. If the chest still answers, and something still works inside. There is still morning, not its promise or sign, just a quiet way of saying today wasn't the same. I saw hope without a sound, sit tired next to me. It didn't talk about conquering the world, it just asked not to be left behind. There's a gentle strength in accepting that not everything will be clear. But if I'm still here breathing, something in me wants to live. If the future gives no answers and the past weighs too much, maybe the present is all that courage can really touch. There is still more, even with clouds in the sky. If the heart still insists, maybe that's what safe is like. There is still morning, not brightness, but direction. Just one possible step inside the darkness. I didn't need to become someone else, I just stopped leaving myself behind. If existing already cost this much, giving up costs more. Chat about great victories or writhing without scars. It's realizing that despite everything, today I'm still here. There is still morning, as long as this pulse remains. Not a certainty of the end, but as a fair beginning. There is still morning, and that's enough for now. If I stayed one more day, then the night doesn't take everything away. It's not the end of the fight, but it's light enough. kept me alive. It was what I swallowed and never said. There were days I sat alone in the dark, just to hear my heart still beating. The world passed by like a distant train, taking everything I thought was mine. And in the silence between one loss and the next, I found what's still me inside. There was no faith left for pretty lines, no strength to promise I'd win. Only this imperfect step that keeps happening. I didn't become stronger, I just got more honest with myself. I learned that moving forward doesn't always look heroic. If no one sees the effort, if no one calls it victory, that's okay. Not every fight wants an audience. What remains when everything goes, when the plan doesn't come back, when the ground won't answer anymore? What remains when everything goes is this pulse saying go, even if you don't know where. I watched versions of myself die early, so they wouldn't have to pretend. It wasn't courage, it was exhaustion from running from myself. There's a strange strength in it injecting, that not everything will make sense. If I still feel the weight, it means I'm still alive. If this doesn't sound like winning, if it doesn't feel like a song, that's okay. Not every truth needs a chorus. What remains when everything goes, when the night doesn't ask question, and the day it takes too long? What remains when everything goes is a quiet voice saying stay just a little longer. I didn't defeat my fear, I learned how to walk beside it. I didn't fix my flaws, I just stopped calling them enemies. If crossing hurts this much, it's because something is moving inside. It's not about arriving home, it's about not disappearing. What remains when everything goes isn't strength or faith or control. It's the simple act of not letting go of the ground. What remains when everything goes, as long as the chest insists on staying? Maybe this isn't the end, maybe this is just continuing. It wasn't victory, but it was real. And today, that's enough. I spent so much time pushing myself, I forgot how to breathe. I confuse resistance with hardness and exhaustion with defeat. There were days I beat myself before the world even tried. It wasn't the fall that hurt the most, it was not listening inside. There was no room left for certainty, no courage left to pretend. Only this uncomfortable silence asking me to exist. I didn't want to be strong anymore, I just wanted it to stay. I learned that sometimes surviving is stopping the self-attack. If I don't have to prove anything, if no one is keeping score, maybe moving forward is just this. It's where I stop fighting myself, where I finally lower my guard. It's not surrender, it's rest, letting the weight fall apart. It's where I stop fighting myself. No promise, no finish line, maybe going forward now, but staying a little more. I watch versions of me scream loudly, begging not to feel. But every time I hardened up, something in me disappeared. There's a strange strength in accepting that not everything will heal. But if I still feel pain, it means there's something real. If this doesn't feel like winning, if it doesn't sound like a song, that's okay. Not every change makes noise. Where I stop fighting myself, where the chest feels heavy again, not as a burden, but as true fire remains. Maybe it's not a mistake or a curse, maybe it's life asking for presents. It's where I stop fighting myself and stay right where I am. If this isn't victory, it's still strength, it was honesty, and today, that's enough. promises turn to dust, saw roads disappear from the ground. But I learned the fall can teach you who gets up by choosing now. When the world shuts its eyes and doubt tries to lead the way, remember, if you're still breathing, you still have something to say. While my voice still holds, I won't be silent now. If my chest is still calling, I'll answer and stand my ground. While my voice still holds, even tired I go. It's not the end of the road, as long as I still am. Not all strength makes noise, some of it simply stays. Instead, just taken deep in the dark, with no promise, no safety net. I've seen people fall inside without anyone knowing their name. I learned that surviving is another way to win the game. If the night refuses to fade and the morning takes its time, remember, keeping on moving is already decided. While my voice still holds, I won't be silent now. If my chest is still calling, I'll answer and stand my ground. While my voice still holds, even tired I go. It's not the end of the road, as long as I still am. It wasn't heaven that chose, it was my voice inside the storm. When everything asked for silence, I became my own signal. If crossing hurts this much, it's because something wants to rise. You didn't come this far just to quit on who you are. While my voice still holds, now I know my name. Every fall was the price for the ground